teacher. I'm Mr. CCC. Do you know me?
No.
Oh, you don't know me. It's okay, you know me later. Alright, so today we'll be talking about biodiversity, loss of biodiversity. Now guys, do you know what is loss of biodiversity? Anyone? Oh, I think you can if you want. Anyone?
Something is really good.
Something really good. Wow. Lost. Making lost any good. Anyone else?
Maybe biodiversity is bad.
Why could be bad? Anyone else? Anyone else? Oh?
Is it drugs?
It's a drug. Definitely it's a drug. Alright, so now guys, I'd like to explain to you what exactly is loss of biodiversity by playing you some videos. So let's look at the video, guys.
Hi everyone, my name is Ramesh.
My name is Marvish.
My name is Joey. My name is Wan.
Today we are going to talk about the loss of
Biodiversity.
But before that, what is biodiversity? Bio means life and diversity means variety. When we combine the meaning together, it refers to the variety and variability of life on Earth. It includes the number of plants, animals, and microorganisms from the Earth's vastly different ecosystems, such as coral reefs, grasslands, tundra, polar ice caps, deserts, and rainforests. According to the United Nations Environment Programme, variation in biodiversity is typically measured at three levels, namely the genetic, the species, and the ecosystem level. Species level is the variety of living things, for example, dogs, cats, and many more. Genetic level is the variations between individuals of the same species and characteristics passed down between parent and offspring, for example, brown hair, blue eyes, and many more. Ecosystem level is a variety of environments and habitats produced by the living and the non-living. The living will be animals, fungi, plants, and many more, while the non-living thing will be rocks, earth, and many more. Biodiversity is not evenly distributed on the planet and is richest in the tropics. The tropical forest ecosystems contain about 90% of the world's species, but cover less than 10% of Earth's surface.
May I ask, is biodiversity very important? Biodiversity is indeed very important to the well-being of planet Earth. The importance of healthy ecosystem and rich biodiversity can be underscored by the following points, which I'm going to share now. 1. Increased ecosystem productivity. Each species in an ecosystem has a specific role to play. Most of these are interdependent on each other for their survival. 2. Support number of plant species. This results in a great variety of crops. 3. Protect freshwater resources. Biodiversity protects freshwater resources and keeps them clean. 4. Promote soil formation and protection. The greater variety of plants helps in formation of soil and makes it rich in nutrients. 5. Provide for nutrient storage and recycling. Plants store nutrients. These are consumed by animals and are finally given back to the environment when they die. 6. Aid in breaking down pollutants. Plants utilize carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. More the greenery in an area, lesser is the pollution level in the air. You may ask, how does this work? Carbon dioxide and water react in the presence of sunlight to produce oxygen. 7. Contribute to climate stability. The presence of plant and animal species provides climate stability as global warming is reduced. 8. Provide more food resources. Greater variety of plants and poultry animals results in more food resources in the nation. 9. Provide pharmaceutical drugs. Medical property of plants is important for the pharmaceutical industry. 10. Offer environments for recreation and tourism. Places with greenery and flowing rivers, mountains, beaches offer great recreation facilities for humans.
Now I'm going to talk about effects of loss of the biodiversity. The negative effects of the loss in the biodiversity from a healthy stable state include dramatic influence on the food web chain. Even reduction in only one species can adversely affect the entire food chain, which further leads to an overall reduction in biodiversity. Reduced biodiversity leads to immediate danger for food security by reducing ecosystem services and for humankind also. The effects of extinction of animal and plant species are widespread. Here are 6 significant problems caused by loss of biodiversity. First, monetary implication of lost biodiversity. The economic cost of biodiversity around the world tops the list. We will have to pay for costs of pollination, irrigation, soil reclamation, and other functions if nature is unable to take care of them. The estimated value of global biodiversity is in the trillions. Deforestation costs around $2 to $5 trillion annually worldwide. Second, threat to existing species. The introduction of new species is happening on farms too, when natives are pushed out because of imported foreign breeds of cattle. The effect of this is the narrowing of the world's livestock population. They are also becoming more susceptible to disease, drought, and changes in climate. Third, increased contact with diseases. The loss of biodiversity has 2 major effects on human health and the spread of disease. Firstly, it increases the count of animals carrying disease in local populations. As habitats reduce in size, these animals become common, weeding out the species that do not generally transmit disease. 4. More unpredictable weather. Indeed, unseasonable weather and extreme weather is a huge problem which leads to destruction and displacement. Research has shown that loss of species causes more unpredictable weather. 5th, loss of livelihoods. Biodiversity is essential for maintaining livelihoods. Taking an example, when ocean ecosystems collapse, entire communities built on the plenty they provide lose their means of employment as well. The cause can be pollution, overfishing, or a combination of these. Humans are always affected by the downfall of the ecosystem surrounding them. 6. Losing sight of nature. The worth of nature to humanity is far beyond the utility of it. The physical deflation of nature certainly does affect humans. People always tend to find solace in nature. It also provides a recreation spot for us to take a break from our busy lives. But loss of biodiversity threatens to take away the value that man finds in nature.
Now, I'm going to talk about 5 major factors that contribute to the loss of biodiversity. First, destruction of habitat. The natural habitat of animals is destroyed by man for the purpose of settlement, agriculture, mining, industry, construction of highways, and so on. As a result of this, the species must either adapt to the changes in the environment or move to other places. If not, they become target to predation, starvation, disease, and eventually die. Second, hunting. Hunting of wild animals is done for the commercial utilization of their products. This includes hides and skin, fur, meat, tusks, cosmetics, perfumes, pharmaceuticals, and decoration purposes. In recent years, 95% of the black rhino population in Africa has been exterminated by poachers for their horn. In addition to this, over 1/3 of Africa's elephants have been killed in the last decade to collect 3,000 tons of ivory. Through the formulation of international laws and Indian regulation has reduced hunting in a large amount, but poaching still continues to be a threat to biodiversity. Third, pollution. Pollution makes survival difficult for the species as it alters their natural habitat. Water pollution is injurious to the biotic components of coastal ecosystems. Toxic waste entering the water bodies disturb the food chain. In addition, materials like insecticides, pesticides, sulfur, and and nitrogen oxides and acid rain also adversely affect the plant and animal species. But control of pests and predators. Generally, non-target species that are a component of balanced ecosystem may also get killed in the predator and pest control measures. Fifth, natural calamities, floods, drought, forest fires, earthquakes, and other natural calamities sometimes take a heavy toll of plant and animal life. This trap a large number of animals while filtering away some nutrients.
Did you know our food system is a great contributor to biodiversity loss? You may ask how. Food production uses 50% of habitable land, of which 75% is used for livestock production.
I'm going to talk about the solution to stop loss of biodiversity: recycle. Reuse and reduce. Second, reduce or eliminate pesticides. Third, stop burning. Fourth, stop hunting. Fifth, stop pollution. Fifth, stop destroying the habitat by cutting down the trees.
In conclusion, biodiversity, or the variety of plants and animals in the environment, plays an important role in maintaining balance in the ecosystem. The loss of biodiversity gives rise to a lot of problems like decreased food security, disruptions in the food chain, climate change, loss of livelihoods, and many more. This has a huge impact on humans as there will longer be food to eat. Prices of commodities will rise and the beautiful side of nature will be lost. Moreover, ecosystem balance gets disturbed. The problem is indeed a very grave one, and it's time humans realize what impact their actions have on the environment. Propose solutions like alternate approaches in agriculture, consuming less, and generating lesser waste should be adopted. Only then the biodiversity loss rates can be reduced and humans can live in harmony with Mother Earth. Thanks for listening and watching our video. Hope you will like it.
Okay guys, so that's the end of the video. So now I believe all of you understand what biodiversity is. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. And the first one is, can anybody tell me why is biodiversity so important? Give me 2 reasons. Raise hands. Raise hands. Anyone? Come on, tell me. You've seen the video, so yes. Why is biodiversity important?
Yeah.
2 reasons. Excuse me, you just watched. Oh, yes.
Biodiversity supports the number of plant species and also protects freshwater reservoirs.
Wow, that's a splendid answers. Okay, does everyone agree with her? Everybody agree?
Yes.
Oh,
We have mentioned in the video.
of course, it's mentioned. Alright, anyway, so let's move on to the second question, alright? So can anybody tell me the effects of the loss of biodiversity? Give me 3 examples. Anyone? Right. Oh, hi, Julia. How? Let me see what you have.
It will be monetary implication, increased contact with diseases, and more unpredictable weather.
Wow, fantastic. Everybody give her a round of applause. Okay, alright. So I suppose we conclude, the lesson of the day. So the loss of biodiversity, everybody's aware of that, right? So yeah, so that's it. That's what I want to say about this lesson. Right.
Hi everyone, my name is Travis.
My name is Mahesh.
My name is Joey.
And my name is Ongwan.
Today we are
I'm going to talk
Drink.
Now I'm going to talk about 5 module factors that contribute.
You may ask. 1, 2, 3, go.
Then I'm going to talk about effects of
2, 3.
Cannot.
2,
3.
3.
4. Stop hunting.
1, 2, 3.